Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're having a good evening so far. So tonight is the release of what the fuck? Bro, I have never seen this shit before. Anyway, tonight is the release of update 6.1 for Genshin Impact. The second Luna release or update or whatever. Right now we're waiting for that to go live. The game is currently under maintenance. So in the meantime, I am going to... The hell? Damn, first thing I get when I open ZENLESS Zone 0 is a text from Yuzuha. Okay. Well, I guess Yuzuha is the latest character I've been schmoozing, or whatever you want to call it. Anyway. So I am currently in the middle of the Lucia agent story in this game. I started it 2 nights ago on stream. Oops. Oh, wait a sec. Hold on. Hero Journal Challenge. Okay. That's weird. Oh yeah, I got... Here, let me just look at these wallpapers real quick. Okay. And then Vivian. Shit. Okay. Just wanted to look at those real quick, but Bernice is still best girl, so we're still sticking with Bernice, of course. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and hop back into this. Okay.
go take a look.
Watch the blind spots.
I got it! Yeah!
Perfect timing.
My turn! Wanna play a game?
You were so close.
Surprise attack! Leave it to me! Freeze shockwave!
Not late, am I?
The hunt begins!
The noise is unbearable.
Fall into my claws! Return to the Sea of Dreams! Faithful companion! Here I come! Pretty, right?
As foreshadowed.
I got you! Thanatos Surf!
This is your last page.
The next page is the ending! Tiger, listen to my... Wanna play a game? Ether first!
You hit a dead end.
Chestnut, I know you're there! You didn't hide your tail properly!
Oh yeah.
Understood that?
So this is
Of course! She always understood me.
Lucia's pet, apparently.
Like it?
And he just runs off. Okay. Although this is the closest Chestnut has ever gotten to me, it seems like she's not in the mood to play with me just yet. Should we head back? Sure. Huh? Because of me or because of Chestnut? But I think I know what you want to ask. Let's talk about it once we get out of here.
Right.
You leave the hollow with Lucia and return to Siloon Bay. What a shame. What's a shame?
Aww. Chestnut still wouldn't take my gift. Do you think that investigator spooked her? Maybe that's why she's being extra cautious today.
Yeah. By the way, how did you meet Chestnut?
Well, it has something to do with the night horror legend from my tribe. Long story short, Chestnut is a gift the night horror sent me in a dream.
I think I remember you mentioning the night horror, but you never said it sent you a gift. Can you tell me more about it?
You already know I'm one of the night watchers out on the fringes of New Eridu. We rest during the day, and we're active at night. The stories say that long ago, our ancestors fought a powerful ethereal. The battle lasted for days, and just before it fell, it released a final surge of power. Ever since then, it's haunted our dreams. Sometimes, when our people fall asleep at night, they dream of the night horror. And in their sleep, they walk straight into the hollow, drawn to its call. Just before the ether consumes them, before they become ethereals, they regain clarity for just a fleeting moment. Over time, we've come to realize that the more people who fall asleep, the stronger it becomes.
What a terrifying curse. Is there anything you can do to break it?
No. That's why we moved to the outskirts of the city and stopped sleeping at night altogether. If we must rest, someone always stays awake to keep watch. The strange thing is, the night horror left more than just a curse. In the hollows, ethereals don't attack us. They see us like we're one of them. And this staff? It's the only weapon left from when our ancestors fought the night horror. It lets me mimic ethereal abilities. The chieftain said I was the most gifted of the younger generation. Or something like that. I'm still not sure what made him decide that. But he gave this staff to me.
Wait, Lucia. You said the Night Watchers walk into the hollow in their sleep if they dream about the night horror. Have you ever dreamed of it before?
No, but I came really close once. It was a night not long ago. Granny was keeping watch for me. She was telling me stories of the night horror, how it's both feared and revered by our people. She even described the night horror she saw in her dreams. Just like everyone else said, a stunningly beautiful ethereal, almost godlike. That night, I dreamed of the night horror's gaze. It was looking at me, and in front of me, there was a little hottie. It looked tired, like it had been through a big fight. We stared at each other, like survivors meeting after a disaster, still cautious, still on edge. Not long after that dream, I met Chestnut right where the dream had guided me. She didn't seem eager to be friends, but she wasn't hostile either. And she treated the other outsiders kindly too. That's why I've always believed Chestnut is a gift. A little dog sent by the night horror.
Based on how you described it, do you think the night horror was just trying to be nice?
I don't know. But I think Chestnut is such a good girl. If we can get along, maybe the conflict we saw in the dreams won't come true after all. And what if the night horror is just like Chestnut? What if we could communicate with it? Then maybe everything our people have endured could finally come to an end. Sounds silly, doesn't it?
Not at all. I get what you mean, Lucia. We still know so little about the Hollow. I think your thoughts are worth exploring.
Even among my own people, no one really believes me. Except for Ade and Granny.
Lucia glances out the window. The night sky is beginning to fade. Just a faint shimmer of dawn on the horizon. Can't believe it's already this late. Better make the most of it now. You grabbing some breakfast? Nope. I finally got away from home, and there's no one to tell me what to do. So it's time to stir up some trouble. Today, I'm gonna pull an all-morninger. All-morninger? Yeah, haven't you heard? Staying up early in the morning can really mess with your health. I used to think that was just something only night watchers had to deal with. But later, I found out that whether in the Outer Ring or Waifei Peninsula, everyone looked just as lost and lifeless in the morning. People sleeping, standing up in the cable car, some stumbling into bamboo charging stations with their eyes barely open, others drifting into herbal tea shops asking for coffee. Clearly, they're all taking damage from pulling those early morning hours. Actually, it's because they stayed up all night. Really? But they just need to get some sleep in the morning like Grandma told me. Besides, I clearly remember, Wise, when you wake up early, you also... Wait, we're getting off track. It's actually about Chestnut. I heard that people often take morning walks with their pets along the beach at Siloon Bay. Should we go check it out? I want to learn, how do others get animals to like them? Man with a bird on his shoulder. Wow. Wanna say hi to her? Hey there, little birdie. Bird with a human growing beneath her feet. Chirp, chirp. So cute. It's rare to see a bird willing to perch so docilely on someone's shoulder. She's really friendly with people. If only my dog would rely on me like that. There may be a chance she's just being lazy, not wanting to flap her own wings, and just wants to use me as her personal ride. Chirp. The little bird pecks the man's ear hard. After the man begs for mercy, the bird gently nuzzles her beak against the side of his face. Wow, you two are really close. I get it. Animals can be moody sometimes. As humans, we need to be good at having patience, but also seize the right moment to create opportunities for communication. That's right. I trust she won't hurt me, and she trusts I won't hurt her. Everything else is minor. Though honestly, this one did hurt quite a bit. Ouch! Chirp! I get it. I trust that Chestnut won't hurt me, so next time if she ignores me again, I'll say something to make her angry. When she gets mad enough to bite me, I'll apologize. No, please don't. No worries, everything else is minor. Chirp, chirp. Exactly. It's just a little dog. What trouble could your Chestnut possibly get into? Dejected girl. Hello? Good morning? Bad morning, unfortunately. Woof, woof. Woof, 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 woof. All right, got it. So what do you want me to do now? The cocky little dog barks loudly a few more times, mixed with some impatient sneezes. Then he lifts his head and turns around, clearly a sign he wants to leave. The girl walking him heaves a heavy sigh and turns to ask Lucia, "Sorry, what were you trying to say just now?" "I wanted to ask how you and your dog usually get along." "Oh, it's simple. He screams at me, I obey. If I don't obey, he screams and then I obey. He always manages to cause even bigger trouble, and all I have to do is follow his bark and call. We are a heartless tyrant with endless energy and his poor slave. That's pretty much it." "Oh." "Of course, I've thought about doing something about it, like starting a grand rebellion, grabbing him and jumping into the sea, ending it all once and for all." Bro. What? I think you might want to stay away from this chick. But then I thought, I'm not even as good a swimmer as he is. What if he swims back to shore and tricks someone else with that innocent act of his? Wouldn't I just be letting another poor soul fall victim? Compared to him, Chestnut is actually pretty friendly. Suddenly, a strange smile creeps across the girl's face, as if remembering something exciting. But hey, humans live longer than dogs. In 10 years, when he gets old and has no energy left to bark and scream, and can't drag the whole table around the room just 'cause he's leashed to it, he won't be able to torture me anymore. When the time comes, we'll live together in love and perfect harmony. The tyrant is clearly displeased with this and runs away screaming, probably not wanting it to trick any other poor innocent humans. The girl rushes after it without even managing to say goodbye. This example doesn't seem very helpful. All I learned is maybe I could chase after Chestnut until she's all tuckered out, then stuff the pillow into her mouth? Lucia scribbles in her notebook, but ends up tearing out the whole page in the end. Alright, this guy's got a pet turtle. Hey, lassie, what's up? Hi, sir. Are you taking your turtle for a walk? The composed turtle raises its head slightly, nodding gently in acknowledgement. That's right. Old buddy here was my grandfather's good friend. He passed it down to my dad, and my dad passed it down to me. Technically, I should call it... You know what? Let's not get into that. Your grandfather's good friend. Lucia counted on her fingers, trying to figure out the generational relationship between the two elderly folks. Many years ago, when I first got it from my dad, I was still young. Back then, I found it too lazy and slow, so I just kept it in a water tank. It seemed to know I looked down on it, so it gave me the cold shoulder too. But over these past few years, I've grown old and can't walk much anymore. It forgave me for neglecting it before, and now it's willing to keep me company when I go out to soak up some sun. That's nice. I wish I could have a quiet moment with my dog too, but I don't think she likes getting too close to me. Take it easy, young one. When words fail us, We can still speak through actions. Simply keep communicating with them, and they'll eventually understand. So that's how you interact with animals. I've still got a lot to learn. But I feel like Chestnut is also trying hard to get closer to me. Though she didn't accept my gift, she wasn't completely indifferent. Today was the closest she's ever gotten to me. But how do I gain her trust? How about try to keep believing in her? So you mean, even though I saw Chestnut being hostile to that investigator tonight, I still gave her the pillow, so Chestnut was willing to get close because she thought I believed she was a good ethereal? That makes sense. Just like what Gramps said earlier, Chestnut understood me. Yeah. Chestnut, was really unfriendly with him. Totally different from how I'd seen her treat others before, and how she treats both of us. I'd like to believe that Chestnut made her own judgment after observing him. Though I don't yet know the reason. As an ethereal, Chestnut being so friendly is already a miracle that defies nature and goes against instinct. I don't want to let her down. Probably because it's her usual bedtime, Lucia seems pretty sleepy already. Go get some rest now. Alright. Tonight's Hollow Bedtime Tales ends here. Even for a planned all-morninger, this has gone on way too long. I need to get out of here before the Night Emissary's magic wears off. I'll come find you when there's any new developments. Like a princess from a fairy tale who must leave when time runs out, Lucia waves goodbye, pulls up her hood, and gracefully vanishes into the crowd. Yep, and that's the end of part 1. All right, I'm gonna grab some water, so I will be right back. All right, I'm back. Uh, let's see. I guess let me go ahead and take care of the daily stuff right now. Oh, wait. Crap. Okay. Yeah, I guess we'll just do this then. I guess should just be. I only have to make like 3 of these, so. Oh. Okay. All right, let me go check Genshin Impact real quick. It's probably still down, but I'll check anyway. Yep, it is still down. All right. Back to ZENLESS Zone 0 then. Okay. Oh. Oh, no, never mind. Alright, so now we're on to part 2 of the agent story. There's no fixed bedtime at home. You just need to remember to turn off Belle's lamp. But tonight, a familiar visitor will be dropping by. Lucia sent a message, but didn't explain what's going on. I'll ask her when she gets here. Though I bet Belle will stay up super late once I leave. As promised, your midnight visitor arrives in the dead of night once again.
Wise!
What happened? Don't panic. Take your time and tell me slowly.
It's the Night Horror! There's word in my tribe that the Night Horror has returned! Our old chieftain. He sleepwalked into Lemnian Hollow, and no one's seen him since.
What? Was it an accident?
Lucia falls silent for a moment, still trying to gather her thoughts.
A few days ago, some people came to speak with the chieftain. They asked if any night watchers would volunteer to sleep at night so they could follow the sleepwalkers into the hollow and find the Night Horror. They promised they only wanted to learn more about the Night Horror's powers, and if anything went wrong, they'd wake us right away. But for everyone's safety, the chieftain said no. Not long after, people overheard the chieftain arguing with someone loudly.
That sounds suspicious. Maybe those people got turned down and decided to get back at the chieftain. You know, by somehow getting him to sleepwalk?
But they left right after they spoke with the chieftain. No one saw them return or sneak into the tribe. It looked like the chieftain just began sleepwalking because of the Night Horror, and following the fate of all Night Watchers, returned to the Hollow's embrace.
This whole thing doesn't feel right.
I've been carrying the staff he gave me, and I still remember his words. Maybe all Night Watchers will eventually embrace their fate, sleepwalking back into the Hollow and becoming one of the Ethereals. But until that day comes, we live as people. We live our lives to the fullest. So if anyone took away the chance of him living his life to the fullest, even if it was the Night Horror itself, I need to know why.
What brings you here this time?
Wanna go?
I'll protect you from any danger.
Alright, I'll go with
Be a hero.
Jufufu again. This is the spot I was told about earlier. But this area, why does it look so familiar? You've been here before? I think so. Let me think. Here, this seems to be near a path Chestnut often takes. I've run into her here a few times before. Oh, weird. Is it really just a coincidence? Anyway, let's search around for any traces the chieftain might have left.
A crossroads. I see marks by the roadside. Let's check them out.
Thankfully, there are these plants that haven't been corrupted yet. All this fluffy, dense moss around here, it would take at least a month to grow to this thickness and height. There's no sign of broken or trampled branches on any of the plants either. And there's definitely been no one in that viney area. They're covered in tiny thorns. No way anyone will be able to get through there safely. You know so much. This isn't the right way. Let's go look elsewhere. Lucia carefully examines the footprints on the ground. Hard to believe we almost missed such obvious clues. Should be this way. Are you sure it's the chieftain? Well, to be optimistic, I think these look like footprints left by members of the Night Watcher tribe searching for the chieftain after he went sleepwalking and disappeared. Besides, this area is usually deserted, yet there are multiple sets of footprints, all fresh and undisturbed by ethereals. Even if it wasn't about the chieftain, we should still check it out.
The ethereals seem kinda riled up today.
How could you even tell that?
See the glow around their cores? It's shifting fast. Much faster. About 20% quicker than usual.
Really?
It's a hater.
You know this ethereal, Lucia? Don't tell me.
No, not like that. But if the chieftain had turned into an ethereal, he would be a far stronger one than this.
As expected of the chieftain, I guess.
High-rank ethereals never get along. So if one is flexing its muscle here, it might actually be good news for us.
I'm not following what you just said, but if you're calling it good news, it's good news.
Yep. But first we need to deal with this little troublemaker. It's being a menace. Keep her first!
You hit a dead end.
To the sea in the name of the night emissary!
A little reward.
Here! And here! Don't fight back! Lumber in the mix.
Perfect timing. Where are you going?
Now, little cuties, crush them! Woo!
This is your last page. Not late, am I?
Turn on the fireworks!
Let me help you chill out.
Don't scatter! Fall into the endless abyss!
A little smashing should do the trick.
Advance now! I don't think I can wait! I got it! Faithful companion! Be my call! Pretty, right?
This is your last page.
Best amidst the ice! Listen to my the race should start!
Lucia walks around the area and finds a few markers which seem to put her more at ease. I hate to break it to you, but that ethereal we just saw was definitely a Hator. They were all Exaltus priests before turning into ethereals. Why? From what I know, making Hator requires some, prep work, so to speak. It's the Exaltist exclusive cheese, made with unique techniques and extra long fermentation. Sorry, I suddenly lost my appetite for cheese too. Let's talk about something more cheerful. The people who came to rescue the chieftain left a mark. It means something like he's all right now, and everyone's gone back. But something seems off around here. Better get out quick. That's sure some efficient mark. Sometimes Night Watchers encounter more troublesome situations in the Hollows. To let our kin know about our predicament, we've established a unique and comprehensive system of markers. The message left behind this time, it matches what I felt. So, should we head out now? Hold up. I got this feeling that something's making the ethereals around here restless. Look carefully, we might find something good. And I haven't seen Chestnut today. Ugh. What I mean is, since the chieftain is fine, we should continue our previous research until we get new information. If I remember correctly, there should be an ethereal around here that'd be perfect for research. You just want to play with Chestnut, huh? Yep. Lucia keeps scanning the surroundings, wondering why the ethereals are acting so strangely.
No other clues nearby, huh?
I will be right back. Okay, I am back. Let's continue.
What was that?
Huh? Chestnut? Did you come looking for me to hang out? Oh, you mean you want us to follow you? Come on, let's follow her.
Shouldn't we look around first?
Let's go! We've entered the Hollow so many times, but this is the first time we've had a tour service!
Watch out for ethereals, Lucia. No, I didn't mean Chestnut.
Emergency! Excuse me, coming through. Sorry, pardon me, coming through. Sorry! Whew, looks like everyone's in a rush today.
Who would have thought I'd hit today's step goal inside the Hollow?
Chestnut, what is it you're leading me to?
Don't tell me this is all because another ethereal tore up her pillow. Have we finally made it?
Wait, that's... Kieran? And what's that beside him?
Before Lucia could wake Kieran, more excited ethereals come swarming in, and Chestnut seems to want to join the fight. Chestnut! Am I dreaming? A hottie helping us fight against other ethereals? Oh, watch out, Chestnut! Here I come! Ow! Ow! Shit. Sorry about that.
Lumber in the mix. The ending's already written. Leave it to me. Wanna play a game? Leave this part to me. This is your last page.
It takes some time to wake up Lucia's fellow Night Watcher.
Kieran? Kieran! Are you okay?
Lucia?
So he's a goat too.
What are you doing here?
I heard about the chieftain. I came here to see if there were any clues. What about you? Did you also sleepwalk into this hollow?
I don't really remember. I asked a friend to keep watch for me, but somehow I still ended up sleepwalking. Before you guys woke me up, I had no idea I was here.
Oh wait, so he's the chieftain? It just says fellow Night Watcher, so... Okay, I heard about the... Okay, so this is not the chieftain.
At this hour, is it possible that your friend may have fallen asleep too?
I don't know. I saw him as a friend. But maybe he didn't see me the same way. He's always in an investigator outfit. Last time I ran into trouble in the Hollow, he was the one who saved me. Lucia knows. When things go south in the Hollow, we Night Watchers are always the first ones to be abandoned. It's rare for anyone to turn back for us.
What? Why? People treat you like that just because ethereals don't try to attack you?
Mm-hmm. Especially when the ethereals come swarming, it really becomes apparent that we're Night Watchers. But then again, I guess it's not always intentional. Sometimes people genuinely can't tell. In the chaos, a Night Watcher in a helmet doesn't look that different from a frenzied maniac or a vicious striker.
That's crazy. But the way you said it was kind of funny. Sorry.
How was the way she said it
In
funny?
dangerous situations, people tend to turn on anyone they see as different. When panic hits, those so-called teammates usually choose to abandon us first. And they always say things like, "You'll be fine. The ethereals won't attack you. Just hide here. We'll come back for you when we can."
Most of the time, no one comes back for us.
That's why, after that guy saved me, I really thought he was a true friend.
I understand what you mean. But has he been acting strange lately?
Strange. Well, lately, he's been asking a lot about the night horror. And really digging into things like how we communicate with ethereals. Does that count?
Communicate with ethereals?
Yeah, he saw me trip over a beholder engine once. It just looked at me and left me alone. Didn't attack me or anything. After that, he got it into his head that Night Watchers must be able to communicate with ethereals. It has the power to calm them down. By the way, speaking of calming and communicating with ethereals, isn't that your specialty, Lucia?
Kieran points at Lucia's notebook and staff, looking confused.
You mean those ethereals I summoned? Oh, that wasn't me controlling them. That was just an optical delusion. I layered some visual effects on top of simulated ethereal attack patterns, so it looks like they're there, but it's all just illusion.
I see. But what about this thing?
Kieran, all confused, points at Chestnut, who is crouching quietly nearby.
Oh, that's Chestnut.
This ethereal's been sitting there quietly this whole time. I thought maybe it could understand us. Wait, is it one of your illusions too?
Yes, totally. When sitting still, she doesn't use much ether, so she looks really well behaved. But if you try to make her do something, she can be a little slow.
Lucia waves her staff at Chestnut, pretending to cast some kind of magic. Chestnut instantly starts wagging her tail and puts on a show.
This illusion isn't doing very well. I'll have to practice more later. Aw, I was gonna ask her to do something else too.
Oh, I see.
Chestnut doesn't ever stick around very long.
This ethereal looks insanely real. I've seen some of your illusions before, but this one... Seems like you've improved your skills again. Congrats.
Okay, so why is she lying about the illusion stuff?
I guess so. Thanks.
But even with the staff passed down in our tribe, you still can't really control ethereals. Does that mean what the guy's after, controlling or communicating with ethereals, was never actually possible in the first place?
Manipulating the ether environments to control ethereal behavior isn't totally far-fetched. Take Geppetto from Hollow Zero. It could even command other ethereals to launch ambushes. But I doubt this strange device here could pull off anything close to what Geppetto could do.
If we're talking about massive symbiotic ethereals like Geppetto, then yeah, it could definitely manipulate the ether environment in a large area. But I feel like we don't really need something that extreme to influence ethereal behavior. If we just want to change how ethereals behave, then maybe suppressing or stimulating their ether activity levels could do the trick.
As expected from our ethereal expert. Have you seen anything like that before?
No. But the ethereals we encountered earlier were unusually agitated, as if they'd been provoked by something. Do you think it could be because of this device? And don't forget the chieftain's disappearance. What if someone's using the Night Watcher's abilities to try and communicate with ethereals, or to test how much they can control them?
Are you saying that someone's been experimenting on us? Using our ability to sleepwalk our lives? For research?
That's right. They probably want to exploit the Night Watcher's abilities to locate the Night Horror and research how to communicate with ethereals.
This theory actually lines up with how we've been treated during Hollow joint operations.
But it's just a theory for now. We shouldn't jump to conclusions. We need more leads, like figuring out what this strange device actually does.
Okay, I'll keep you posted on what's going on back in the tribe.
With that promise, Kieran takes his leave.
Weird little thing. Wise! Come take a look at this thing! Say when I run into the enemy.
Okay, let's go check on Genshin Impact now. During the battle, Hator performed defensive assist 3 times. Yeah. The hell? Oh. That was weird. Okay. It is still under maintenance.
Heed the call of your innermost desires. Advance without fear. Navigate as your heart dictates. Robust power. Perfect execution. Foresee the storm.
Alright, I'll just keep on going, I guess.
Kieran? Kieran!
Yeah,
Are you okay?
so I have to skip.
This illusion isn't doing very well. I'll have...
Oh, I see.
Okay.
Weird little thing. Wise! Come take a look at this thing!
This device, it looks like some kind of ether amplifier? If I'm not mistaken, the way it channels ether is somewhat similar to my staff.
Was that ethereal just now also an illusion?
Of course not. Those were real ethereals just now, even more agitated than usual.
Lucia glances in the direction Kieran went.
Actually, my staff can indeed influence the behavior of ethereals.
Influence how?
Since my staff can knead ether into a ball, it occasionally emits an intense light like the core of an ethereal, blinding those ethereals that still have vision. If that ethereal isn't nice to me, I'll catch it off guard and bonk it on the head. Just kidding. I noticed you've been kinda out of it. Lost in thought one minute, nervous and talking nonsense the next. Feeling better now? Let's talk about this machine first. Looks like it's what's making the ethereals around here so restless. The chieftain's sleepwalking and Kieran's blackout, they're probably connected to whoever put this thing here. But who could have done this? The person behind it all. Could they also know about this staff passed down from our ancestors?
Looks like more ethereals are coming. You and Lucia turn toward the source of the sound. A familiar figure comes into view. Chestnut is back and brought along the cushion from before.
Chestnut? Wow! You like this pillow, don't ya? Thanks so much for today. Will you come play with me again next time? Yes, she'll come too. It's a promise then.
Huh? You mean me? Nice to meet you, Chestnut.
At Chestnut's enthusiastic invitation, you pet its head and tail. It's just as hard as you imagined, and you can even feel the violent ether flowing through its body. But this violent ether formed such a friendly puppy. It's truly fascinating. No wonder Lucy always wanted to find a way to coexist peacefully with ethereals. After you and Lucia spend quite a while playing with Chestnut, you reluctantly say goodbye and return to Phylum Heights. Dawn approaches. It's about the time Lucia usually leaves, but she seems to be deep in thought about something. Lucia?
was just wondering why the chieftain chose to give me the staff. If a family in Eridu had been holding on to a secret weapon, you'd expect it to go to someone powerful. Someone who could last the longest in the Hollow. Or someone who's best at taking down ethereals, right? Not that the Night Watchers believe whoever slays the most ethereals is the strongest, but I don't exactly have any other qualities that stand out.
But you really know the ethereals. The staff is a relic left behind after the Night Watchers confronted the Night Horror. Giving it to the person who understands the Night Horror best totally makes sense.
That does make a lot of sense. Actually, I've always had doubts about the true purpose of this staff. For decades, our chieftains have used it to fend off ethereals and protect our people from hollow disasters. But for me, defeating ethereals was never the goal. I wanted to understand them. Even among the Night Watchers, some say I've strayed too far from tradition.
Right. You've always had a special interest in ethereals. I don't think I've asked before, but what made you want to study them in the first place?
Ethereals. Some are born from the Hollow itself. Some are the continuation of life in the Hollow. Some of them feel like projections of who we are in the Hollow. Others are quite literally the people we once knew. I keep wondering, when someone is corrupted and becomes an ethereal, when they lose their sanity and identity in the Hollow, is there really no way to bring them back? If we see the Hollow as our enemy, then it's nearly invincible. No matter how strong you are, I don't think anyone can wipe out every last Hollow.
Hey, Viper. Around 20 minutes. Yeah, that's the official time. Sometimes it comes back before the official time the maintenance period's supposed to end, but might not happen tonight.
But if one day we could uncover all the secrets of the ethereals, or if the Hollow itself could answer us, then maybe there's still a chance to bring our lost loved ones home. We can't change what's already happened, but maybe we can still move toward a future where we no longer have to live in fear of the Hollow.
Hey, what's up, Zane? How you doing?
Maybe. But Lucia, those are some big questions. Perhaps the old chieftain gave you that staff because he believes in your search for the truth.
Yeah, bro, I already found a mod for Lucia.
Is that so?
Lucia may have said a lot of confusing things, but she doesn't seem too bothered herself.
Well, there's no way the two of us can figure everything out just by thinking. Let's not stress ourselves out. Phew. So much has happened tonight. I'm exhausted. I should head home and get some rest. But I'm sure we can find out more about the chieftain and Kieran. Once I hear something new, I'll let you know.
Maybe it's because both the chieftain and Kieran are safe. Lucia hums a cheerful tune as she walks away. It's hard to believe that I've touched an ethereal. A friendly one that invited me to pet it. Wow. Following Lucia always leads to fascinating experiences. I wonder what will happen next time. But I'm really sleepy. I should go get breakfast for Belle first. What if
she went to bed early last night and wakes up early today. Alright, that's the end of part 2. Alright, let's go check it again real quick. Nope. It is still in maintenance. All right. All right, Zane, have you heard about the new shit on TwitchCon now? So I told you about the girl that got assaulted at TwitchCon. But apparently there's more shit that got revealed. So the gifts that people gave VTubers like Iron Mouse, apparently I guess it was during the convention that they gave these gifts, and the Twitch staff just threw the gifts away, didn't even bother to give them back to who they were meant for. Yeah, I think TwitchCon is done, dude. I don't think this is probably the last TwitchCon there's gonna be. I mean, no, I doubt anybody's gonna even want to go anymore. Well, Viper, you know what? Since you're keeping your eye on it, bro, it did it again. What the fuck? Since you're keeping an eye on it, Viper, just let me know in the chat when it's up, instead of me having to keep checking on it on here. Sound good? Wasn't that a thing with V Shoujo too? Like, didn't V Shoujo like keep some of the gifts that fans gave from the VTubers? Or something like that? Or maybe that was Niji Sanji. I can't remember now.
All right, well, let's move on to part 3 of the agent story. While wandering around Phylum Heights, you run into Yidhari. Now this is a rare visitor.
Lucia said she had something super amazing to tell us tonight, so she asked us all to meet her at Mystic Wares. But before she could say a word after rushing here, she got some message from someone called Kieran and just left right away. Yuzuha and the others were also completely confused, but since their families were waiting, they headed back home, though I think you might know what's really going on.
What else did she say?
If you know about it, then I can rest easy. Lucia said she and Chestnut are waiting for you and wants you to meet them at this spot.
Yidhari hands over a page with notes, clearly hastily written and torn from Lucia's notebook. I'm on it.
Let's wait until you get back. Then you can tell me what really happened. Whatever she ditched us for, it better be worth it. Or else, she's gonna have to treat us to Yumcha Sin at the very least.
You sound kinda like Yuzuha when you said that.
I can't hide anything from you. We'll wait outside the hollow for you to bring Lucia back. But who is Chestnut?
What brings you here this—
Huh? Let's
asset confirmed.
Fufu's here.
Alright, more Jufufu. Chestnut.
Look, our little guide is in position.
Woof woof.
You're so smart.
No matter how many times I look at it, this whole thing feels so weird.
Wise, what are you muttering about? We're deep in Lemnian Hollow now. Even I've never been here before. If that investigator really is hiding here, plotting something, I wonder how Kieran managed to track him down. Never mind that for now. The terrain around here is pretty tricky, so stick close to me. And our guide, Chestnut.
Chestnut seems particularly excited. Seems like she was pretty happy with that hollow adventure last time.
Let's just follow Chestnut. Whether it's the suspicious investigator we saw earlier, or... Chestnut should remember their scent.
Are you training Chestnut to be a rescue dog?
Chestnut left a claw mark here, next to some scattered documents.
Not bad, Chestnut's markings really help.
Anyone who can spot those claw marks probably wouldn't miss these documents either. Is Lucia, doing positive reinforcement dog training?
Wait, what's written here? It's about Chestnut.
From a reliable source, a smaller than average hati, usually active in the Time-Sworn Hills area. After repeated observation, it can be confirmed that the target displays affection and almost no hostility towards non-ethereal beings. It appears that communication with the target is possible. Chosen as the research subject. Capture plan is as follows. The document is vague, but it's also almost certain that they're all about Chestnut. Heck, some parts even mention Lucia.
Just as I thought, that person was after Chestnut from the very beginning. We need to find them quickly. And what does reliable source mean? Could someone be feeding them information about Chestnut?
Alright, I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Is Viper gone? I mean, it's 10, so it should be up now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and... Well, I guess I can just leave it here, can I? Oh, no. I have to pause it before it'll let me log out. Okay, I guess we'll do that then.
Fine.
But yeah, it should be... It should be, maintenance should be over at this point. No, Zane, I have not looked up the new HoloLive staff member. I don't know, there must be a lot of traffic on the Hoyoverse servers right now, because it's acting kind of squirrely. It's not back yet? Oh, wow. They're going into overtime. Oh, shit. Okay, well... You're gonna owe us more Primogems now. Damn, dude. Shit, if they go much longer, I won't even get to do anything tonight. That sucks.
What disaster supplies should you buy?
Don't know the escape route?
Don't panic.
The answer's here. Bang nose.
Probably the new thing. Oh, you mean that miasmic, whatever, dream world, whatever the hell it's called. Okay, yeah, back to this. Any new VTuber clips? Yeah, I do have... I do actually have some VTuber clips, but... Tell you what, I'll do those if I reach the end of the Lucia story and it's still down. Then I'll go ahead and do that, I guess.
Just follow Chestnut. Whether it's the suspicious investigator...
Okay, yeah, we did this already. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Alright.
Where are you going?
Be my guide. Don't worry, I am ready.
broken phone? Bro, it's a flip phone. Wait, do they still use flip phones in China? I know they still do, like in Japan. Like some people still have flip phones in Japan. A phone that was left behind in a hurry, damaged, but not fatally. What the... It looks like that person's phone. Lucia immediately turns the phone on, so she does know how to use electronics. Thank you for your referral. Our collaboration has been going quite well. However, allow me to bring the news of that Haiti to that gentleman. I'll be seeing you next time. Oh no. Even if we have the chance to meet again, you likely won't recognize me anymore. So, farewell. What does that mean? Looks like his partner betrayed him. Huh? You mean the guy who accused us of siding with ethereals might have already turned into an ethereal? Are you really upset? No, it's not that. I was just thinking, if we'd saved him in time, wouldn't it be fun to see the face of that person who was so eager to say their final farewell?
Leave this part to me. A little reward.
Don't worry.
Where are you going?
Ah, of course.
Wanna play a game? Leave it to me! Laser shadow!
All right. Chestnut seems to have torn open a briefcase here. The thing inside likely also belongs to the investigator. I'm not sure what happened, but that person, or ethereal, must be nearby.
Well, no need to look much further. He's definitely nearby.
Sorry. I'll have to send you back to the Hollow.
He's not really fighting back for some reason. Okay, now he's doing something.
I got you! Showtime! Return to the Sea of Dreams! The name of the night and the fairy! Pretty, right?
Ask for shadow.
Listen to my... Laser shadow! Don't worry. On the next page is the ending.
I feel like there's an endless swarm of ethereals heading this way.
Yep, they know exactly what they're after. If this keeps up, we're toast. We need to take out the amplifier now.
My turn now.
Another amplifier.
Well, well, well. The device is broken. Guess you'll have to pay me back for that, huh?
It's you.
As expected from one of my own. So much for being close to the ethereals. When it's time to strike, you don't even flinch, do you?
So it was him?
Kieran?
Oh, did I surprise you? Honestly, I was more surprised by you and the old man.
You mean the chieftain? He sleepwalked into the hollow because of you?
Yeah, I figured someone like him, sitting at the top for so long, would have caught the Night Horror's attention. But nope. He's swallowed by Lemnian Hollow just like anyone else.
Why are you doing this?
Because he was just a coward, standing in the way. A few days ago, some higher-ups came looking for him. They made him an offer, but he turned it down on the spot. When I confronted him about it, he acted like he was some righteous hero and told me off like I was some kind of traitor. You are a hypocrite, just like him. No wonder he gave the staff to you.
You call us hypocrites, but you'll do whatever it takes to get what you want, even if it means hurting others.
Whatever it takes. After years of glorified legends, everyone forgets. The Night Watcher's power was taken from the ethereals to begin with.
The Night Watcher's power was taken from the ethereals? What do you mean?
Well, well. Lucia didn't tell you? There's another version of how the Night Watchers came to be. Our ancestors didn't just encounter the Night Horror by chance. They knew what it was capable of. They knew it could control other ethereals. The entire tribe went after it, hoping to defeat it and seize its power. But when the Night Horror unleashed its final surge of energy, half the tribe turned into ethereals on the spot. The rest barely survived. The only reason they were acknowledged by the Hollow was because they sacrificed their own kin.
But that's just another ancient rumor.
Stop lying to yourself. Do you really believe you can strike a deal with the ethereals and not pay the price?
I don't think you're very good at explaining yourself. Even if your story is true, it has nothing to do with what's happening now. What exactly are you trying to say?
We've spent our lives hiding in the shadows, shaped by traits we never asked for. Just because the ethereals don't attack us, those who live in the city see us as freaks. Like we're invisible. Like we don't matter. When disaster hits, whether it's in the city or in the hollows, we're always the ones they abandon first. Back when New Eridu was founded, public security declared all survivors had been safely relocated to New Eridu. And us? We were still running for our lives. Caught between companion hollows, stumbling over the bodies of our own kin, crying as we counted who didn't make it. Tell me, did anyone come for us? Lucia, don't you want to change our lives for the better?
Even if we were to leave all this behind, it shouldn't come at the cost of our people's lives.
Who are you waiting for to come and uphold justice? Being seen as kin by the ethereals, walking freely through the hollows. This is the Night Horror's blessing! We should use this gift to earn power, To gain recognition. Isn't that what we deserve? If it means a better future for everyone, then what do a few sacrifices matter?
But the price you're paying for that future, is it really your so-called gift? Or is it the lives of your own kin? What is it you really want? A place for our tribe to survive? A stamp of approval from New Eridu? Or something else?
Those sacrifices were just inevitable casualties. It's nothing compared to what we gave up when we first fought the Night Horror. Besides, after the early trials, I finally found better test subjects and stronger allies to back me. Everything's going smoothly now.
Better test subjects? Are you talking about me?
Lucia, you're so full of yourself. Though I too used to think you were some kind of prodigy, summoning Ethereals out of thin air. But now, you're just a coward with a fancy stick, putting on cheap tricks, hiding behind research, while running away from your fate! I couldn't care less whether you live or die.
What is it you're after? Chestnut or the staff?
Obviously both.
That staff was entrusted to me by the chieftain. After everything you've done, you still have the nerve to ask for it? And Chestnut? Chestnut is my friend. She is a free ethereal. I will not let you take her away!
Oh, save the speech. I've heard it all before. The Night Horror is watching over the conflicts, gifts from your dreams. But you've never even dreamed of the Night Horror. You are just making up stories to hide the fact that it never chose you. The only reason you stumbled upon this rare hottie in the first place was because I slipped up. And I'm here to fix that. It's time things go back on track now.
You treat our people with even less care and compassion than Nineveh does the Hornets. I don't believe a word you say, and I won't let you hurt anyone else just to feed your ambition.
You didn't really think that half-finished prototype you destroyed earlier was my only backup plan, did you? Not everyone can stand to see the Night Watcher's rare gift go to waste. My ally supports my research generously. They've even thrown in a little extra firepower. So hand them over. Your magic stick. The gullible little ethereal you tricked. And you, my new test subject. If you surrender now, maybe I'll even spare you from getting torn up too badly before I put you to use.
Lucia, I'll
Pretty cool, huh? Faithful companion! Here I come! Slumber in the mist. The hunt begins!
The noise is unbearable.
Now, little cuties, crush them! It's recovered! Bring on the fireworks! Reaper
The ending's already written.
Like the wind! Practicing moving in slow mo? Careful! It's gonna be tricky. Wait! Finish it! You deserve... Pretty, right? You're right here! Take this! Shatter! Drawn from countless legends, melodies, and dreams!
A little romantic.
Make your lightning strike! I'll lend you my claw! Wanna play a game?
Lucia, I'll face the enemy head on. Rest amidst the ice.
Thanatos Storm! Ether Curse!
You hit a dead end.
Listen to my roar!
A little smashing should do the trick. Even if you get back up, you're not getting another chance.
Lumber in the night.
Get behind me, Lucia. This is your last page.
In the name of the night emissary! My turn! Wanna play a game? Watch out!
So, looks like the staff didn't make you stronger. Why don't you give it back to me? I won't allow you to disgrace the relic of my ancestors!
Chestnut. I will never give the staff to you. Instead of using it to hurt people or treating it as a bargaining chip, I would rather use it to make new friends in the hollows. Go, little Monty!
Damn, she just summoned a whole frickin' pack of them, dude.
The Artolutions? The real ethereals? You're a monster!
See? The hollow has answered my call.
You freak!
Maybe. But if you were really blessed by the night horror, how'd you end up being defeated by a freak and a little hot tea?
I underestimated you.
No. What you underestimated was what you kept talking about. The gift. You always saw our abilities in the Hollow as some kind of superior gift. And you see the city people as enemies who abandon us. And when it came down to it, you forgot that we've been acknowledged by the Hollow and chose their machine instead.
I was only borrowing their power.
Most people see ethereals as enemies, but when you try to exploit their power and get burned by your own betrayal, It's hard to play the victim then, isn't it? When you spoke so passionately about our tribe's place in the world, I thought you understood that.
Are you defending the ethereals now?
That is not what she said at all. Also, as far as I know, Lucia's never stood by while ethereals were hurting people.
You see the Night Watcher's power as leverage or a weapon for revenge. I see it as a way to understand the world. I want to learn about ethereals because the Hollow is their home. They're born there, they exist there, and they return there. I want to learn from them.
Not because you also want to find the Night Horror?
That's only part of it. I want to find it, to speak with it, to try and fix the situation we're in. But that doesn't mean I'll stop trying to understand the other ethereals along the way.
Chestnut lets out an annoyed sneeze from the side.
I think Chestnut has something to say about this. Huh. There's still a lot we haven't figured out about her.
Chestnut, I might never be able to fully understand you. This is probably goodbye for us.
The sneezing stops abruptly, replaced by soft, eager whimpering.
You never said who your ally was, but I'm guessing they already know about Chestnut, don't they?
That's right. I won't lie. I did promise my ally I'd bring back an ethereal that could talk to humans. He's very interested. So, make your choice, Lucia. Stay with her, wait for them to find her, and watch as she's dissected, destroyed? Or let her go deeper into the Hollow and never see her again.
No need for threats. I know what you mean. People like us, strange, sometimes invisible to others. If we don't live among our own, it's nearly impossible to find someone else who's just as special, a real friend. Thankfully, I met my friends. Friends with genuine kindness, some patience, and a little passion.
Sounds familiar. Who said that again? Wait, wasn't that what Karen said? The way to get puppies to like you?
Friends. You mean the kind of friend who sends 2 messages in the morning when they wake up, then leaves you unread all day until finally replying right before bed?
Bruh. This guy's trying to sound all edgy and shit.
Excuse me, Mr. Noble and talented Night Watcher. Unless you're night blind, you should be able to see me standing right here. I'm Lucia's friend, in case you missed it.
See? Staying close doesn't mean you have to talk to each other all the time. We live in different moments, but that doesn't keep me and my friends apart. Now, before I say my proper goodbye to one of my best friends, Chestnut, and hand you over to public security, I've got one last question. That ether amplifier of yours, what are its side effects?
What?
Right before I summoned the brave little hotties, I felt a strange power surge through me. In this area, only that amplifier could have caused something like that. But what's the price?
You think that machine summoned those hotties? It's impossible. You've destroyed that thing completely. And as your tribesman, I didn't feel anything unusual. Maybe it's time you face it. You're just something that can't be explained. You're a...
I understand you're desperate and not thinking clearly, but there's no need to keep repeating that word.
Freak! Okay, I'm sorry. It's like something only angsty teenagers would say. Hear it one too many times, and it feels like getting brushed by Swordidus' tentacles. Ugh.
Bro, she's thinking the exact same thing I was thinking. I'm like, this dude's like an edgy, trying to be an edgy, like, teenager, basically.
Anyway, I'm taking you to public security. Our tribe isn't some lawless land. Now, it's time to say goodbye.
Reluctantly, Chestnut turns to face Lucia. Chestnut is exhausted from the battle, but somehow she's made her way back to the small pillow Lucia gave her. They lock eyes, both alive, both relieved, and neither ready to say goodbye.
He's right. You'll be freer and safer if you stay away from me. Head for the deepest part of the hollow, as far as you can go. Be wary of humans the way they're wary of you, but don't hurt them. If we're lucky, maybe we'll meet again. Good girl, Chestnut. Go on. I will never forget you.
Lucia watches as the little ethereal trots off with the pillow in its mouth. That gentle, puppy-like haughty feels like a dream, as if it never existed in this time and space at all.
I already miss you.
But deep within the hollow, a strange creation awakens once more. After an adventure that defies all instincts and the natural order, it returns to its body. This was a fruitful journey, returning with a name and gift given by a new friend. Now it returns to watching, the Night Watchers who gain powers from it. Lucia said she needs to deal with Kieran first and will be back in a bit. So tired. Let's take a break. So much has happened. Wonder how Chestnut is doing. Will you ever see her again? After taking a short break, you are woken up by your phone's notification sound. Sure enough, it is a message from Lucia. Okay, I guess let's check Genshin again. Damn, dude. They're over half an hour late now. Well, looks like we're probably gonna finish the agent story on tonight. It's still down, dude.
Heed the call with your innermost desires. Advance without fear. Navigate as your heart dictates. Robust power. Perfect execution. Heed the call with your innermost desires. Advance without fear. Navigate.
Weiss, you're finally here.
Are you all done?
I borrowed a vacant house from Monato so Kieran could stay there. The chieftain said someone will come pick him up, an officer who's familiar with our tribe's affairs. That investigator who turned into an ethereal wasn't exactly a good person, but Kieran still has to take responsibility.
With this settled, you can get back to researching ethereals.
But the ally Kieran mentioned still hasn't surfaced. Someone might still be out there waiting to take advantage of the Night Watchers. It's unsettling.
Unsettling? That doesn't sound like you, Lucia. But either way, you're going to keep up your research, right?
Of course! Even if I won't be seeing Chestnut as often anymore. And I can't upload our videos or tell the world there's an ethereal in the Hollow who can actually communicate with humans. Chestnut gave me the courage to keep going. I've made some real progress this time.
Progress? Oh, you mean the staff, right? The way it let you summon a real ethereal? That's definitely worth studying.
Yeah! You see, I don't know how it happened, but just now, through the staff, it felt like the Hollow responded to me. The Hollow said, "Let there be little hotties to help Lucia." And boom! They appeared! And helped me take down that big guy! All in all, I think it's something very, very memorable. And it's got tons of research potential. You see, if the Hollow really let me communicate with little hotties, then maybe I could talk to the Night Horror too?
If you really could talk to the Night Horror, what would you ask?
If I ever got the chance, I'd ask, why did it give the Night Watchers the trait that makes ethereal see us as kin? Can our dreams stop leading us to madness and turning us into ethereals? But I want more than asking questions. I have bigger ambitions. Maybe someday, everyone could hear the Hollow respond, just like the first Night Watchers did. Maybe we could even communicate with it, so we won't have to live like nomads.
That answer's a long way off. But I think if anyone can reach it, it's you, Lucia.
Yeah, there's still so much left to learn. time for a break. And then the journey continues.
To deal with Kieran, Lucia had to return to the Night Watcher tribe and hadn't been in touch for several days. After going to bed early for a few days straight, you're actually starting to miss the feeling of staying up late. A few days later, at Sweebian Temple late at night,
Wise, ever since coming to Yunkwi Summit with Shifu making us go to bed early, wake up early, and exercise regularly, I haven't seen such obvious dark circles under your eyes in so long. Don't tell me you're planning to make us Night Watchers too, so you're getting some practice in?
what are you talking about?
Just kidding. Oh, right. Monato's waiting for you in the outer courtyard. Better get going. Come back soon and tell me all about what happened these past few days.
Proxy, Lucia seems down lately. Yuzuha and the others think you might know what's up. Actually, we've seen her posts. Is she still sad about parting ways with that ethereal puppy? It's possible. I just saw her at Fluffy. Let's go over now.
Although Lucia's always going on and on, like, we gotta be friends with ethereals. We can never quite follow her train of thought. But as her human friends, everyone really likes her. Plus, she's always so cheerful. So what's been weighing on her lately?
Oh, miss, I remember you. Would you mind if I asked a few quick follow-up questions?
Oh, you mean the sturdy little pillow I bought here?
Yes.
Sure, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Thank you so much. So, did your puppy like it?
Yeah, she loved it.
I'm glad to hear it. Next question is, how's the wear and tear?
Pretty worn out now.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. We'll keep improving the pillow's material. But the material's already been reported as too hard by a lot of customers. If we make it any sturdier, I'm worried some smaller pups might hurt their teeth chewing on it.
Chestnut is, well, a big girl. For most dogs, the material is already strong enough, I think.
All right, noted. And one last question. Has your pup shown any discomfort from the filler's scent?
Not at all. She's quite a strong pup. Loves running around with that little pillow in her mouth.
Wonderful. Thank you for shopping with us. We appreciate the feedback.
Lucia, are you done talking?
Cairn falls silent, staring at the tall, slightly intimidating canine Thyron standing before her.
Huh? What's with that look? What were you guys talking about just now?
After a whirlwind of explanations, you finally convince Cairn the toy wasn't meant for Monato. Cairn apologizes 6 times for the misunderstanding, then brings out the store's most popular dog treats and insists Lucia take them.
Next time, don't call hotties puppies.
All right.
Canine Thyrans aren't puppies either.
Of course. Whether it's a fierce canine Thyran or a bulky hottie, neither is your average little pup. Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh out loud.
Monato glares helplessly at his friends.
All right, all right. Back on topic.
Congrats, Lucia. Your latest post is getting a lot of attention. If Monato hadn't told me, I'd have thought everyone suddenly wanted to discuss why Trinox have such pointy heads.
Don't mention it. I put so much effort into my serious, well-thought-out research posts. But everyone just wants Chestnut's adventure stories. Some even asked when Chestnut will dive through the fissure into Hollow Zero, punch the Hornets, kick Nineveh, and reach the peak of ethereal life.
Lucia, we all know you miss Chestnut, but
But a Hati's front legs are built more like a real canine's, not a cat's. I mean, they can't punch hornets, and its back legs can't really...
wait. This is what you've been stressing over?
Well, not exactly. Actually, Wise, there's something else I wanted to talk to you about. Things are mostly settled now. Kieran's been turned over to public security. But when I asked the chieftain, even he had no clue why I was able to summon an actual Hati using just the staff and a notebook. If it wasn't just the staff, then maybe the little Hatis appeared because the night horror was watching me again. Or was it because of Chestnut? Do you think the night horror might not be an ethereal at all?
I trust your judgment. But aside from ethereals, the only other beings we've seen born from the Hollow are sacrifices, right? The night horror doesn't seem like one of them. Then what could it be?
It gave the Night Watchers the traits that make ethereals mistake us for kin. It can enter our dreams and lead us into the Hollows. It even foreshadowed my farewell with Chestnut. It has to be something far more mysterious, some deeper creation of the Hollow itself. But I still know far too little about the Hollows. Like you said, the answers might be a long way off. At least I can restart the research I put on hold. So, who's coming with me into the Hollow to see if an Avaris actually bonks its horn when it rolls over?
You gotta sleep early today no matter what. Let's leave such night outings for next time. Lucia isn't disappointed. She happily waves to you and leaves, scribbling away on her little book. In the night sky of the unknown and on this dreamless journey, there are plenty more truths regarding the Hollows, waiting to be discovered by this Thyran girl full of curiosity. All right. That's the end of the agent story. Yeah, that was nowhere near as good as the Seed story. That one was actually kind of boring, honestly. Anyway, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Uh, okay, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and call it a night. Kind of sucks about Genshin Impact, but anyway, we'll try again tomorrow night. Definitely should be back by then, I would think. So yeah, we'll start the new Archon quest for Genshin Impact tomorrow. So I will I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good night.